They say you can't fight City Hall, and the only thing certain in life is death and taxes. It's always they, but who is the they? It's probably the entrenched bureaucracy. We hear they are responsible for everything: the assassination of JFK and Martin Luther King, and the pandemic narrative. Years ago, I was in the grocery store checkout lane behind Mayor Jane Byrne. There was an election coming up, and she asked the young girl behind the register if she was going to vote. Miss Burns suggested that she learn about all the candidates and then make a good decision. She didn't tell her who to vote for. Somewhere between the things we can change and the things we can't is a sense of gratitude because we can leave some things to God. I was not a big fan of Mayor Byrne. Indifferent is actually more like it. But if I had it to do over again, I would have thanked her for being our mayor and for encouraging people to be involved, even if it's taking a risk. Asking people if they're registered to vote and encouraging them to vote is something we all can do, regardless of who you're voting for. Welcome. Welcome to Conservative Coffee Hour. I'm Stanley Smith. At Conservative Hour, we've been looking for positive conservative messaging for almost 4 years now. It isn't always easy. Being able to have a conversation and articulate on a topic doesn't mean you're always going to win. Doesn't mean you're always going to win the argument. But the winning strategy is to engage. This is we're kind of where we've landed at this point as we head toward the November election. We can all ask our neighbors if they're registered to vote and if they are going to vote. Some believe this is a false narrative to benefit one party over another, but we need to take this chance. The Democrats are going to vote anyway because they are the high propensity voters, and the conservatives are the low propensity voters. So we're hoping to get out the vote. The Get Out the Vote campaign will trickle down to them. Let's give it a try. When I was called for federal jury duty last year, I went through a couple days vetting process. Part of the process was being questioned in open court about personal experiences with law enforcement. Wearing headphones and speaking into a microphone while the courtroom was filled with white noise is a standard practice. It was very disconcerting. None of us are really sure what's going on in the world or what to believe. It's probably a lot of white noise going on. It's all being projected to scramble the testimony of what's really being said. It's why it's important to take the risk and ask others, ask your neighbors, and those in the checkout lane at the grocery store if they're registered to vote and if they're going to actually vote, regardless of who they're voting for. There is no right or wrong answer. There's just being engaged. In the process, we all need to be engaged in the process or not engaged in the process. For all the white noise in the world, we have reason to believe it's just way too dangerous not to be engaged anymore. And because the best is yet to come, and it will happen when we're all engaged in the process, regardless of who you're voting for. If you would like to join us at Conservative Coffee Hour is every Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time on Zoom. I will include my email in the description of this video. I'll be happy to send you an invitation. And I look forward to seeing you very, very soon.